How's it going, everyone? Welcome back to Emnix Plays Path of Exile Ultimatum League. We are on day 3, unofficially day 2. Hey, Game Top, how's your character? How's it doing? Are you liking Holy crap! You're already level 66. You've been going hard. So since last time we managed to get our Deadeye Ascendancy, which has been very helpful. Because we managed to get Tailwind, so I actually feel a lot faster. We move faster, we attack faster, it feels great. I feel super weak, but it's only the leveling. I kind of want to play another Elementalist after this character, so, you know, let me know how your character goes. Stand in the stone circles. Okay, so let's do this. Stone circles. Is this the stone circle? Yes. Okay. Wow, this is so far away. Okay. 20% move speed. I like that. Let's do this escalating monster speed. Stand in stone circle again. Okay, so let's start with this one. Reading the bottom text. Reading. I never considered that. That is quite useful. So it's a useful skill to have. Maybe in not just in game, but maybe in life as well. Okay, let's do this Raging Dead. I feel super. I'm in the bathroom because I ate breakfast and it immediately hurt my stomach. But did you read what I wrote? Yeah, I think I replied to you, Potatoes, in Discord. Basically, you're spreading yourself too thin. If you want to go Eternal Youth, I don't know if it's that good, but if you want to do it, you could. It won't work with, and like Veil Pack will work too, but if you're trying to add Energy Shield Leech to it, that won't work. And the reason for that is because those are two completely separate stats. If you want to incorporate that Energy Shield Recharge into Eternal Youth, what you have to do is you have to get more Energy Shield Recharge rate or faster Energy Shield Recharge. Those are the stats that you would want. Not Energy Shield Leech. If that's the case, you know, it wouldn't do anything. It would just be releaching your Energy Shield. It wouldn't affect your life at all. Okay, Raging Dead. Ooh, that hurts. Ow. Okay, well that's fine, you know, we did that for the EXP. Yep, I didn't want the items, you know, a 20% movement speed. It would have been nice, but I didn't need it. I didn't need it. Nope. I didn't even want to do that ultimatum. I didn't want to complete it. Also, any more unique items? You're gonna find plenty, don't worry. Unique items are cool. I know a lot of people say stuff like, oh, most unique items are trash. You know, in the end game, you only want rare items, but unique items are the cool ones. Until you get to the end game, and then after that, you can craft really, really cool rare items. But for a while, like early on, you get a lot of just interesting unique items that sometimes really cannot be used later on in the game because it's only useful for leveling. So it's like the only time you can experience it in the first place is while leveling. That's why for some players, they're like, oh, this unique item, it's trash, you'll never use it.
I'm not up to that just yet.
Technically not entirely true, you know, you'll end up using it while leveling just to mess around with it. But yes, once you get into maps, you know, certain unique items are not that useful anymore. Gold Rim, however, very useful. Again, until maps. Junk uniques? There are a lot of junk uniques out there. And I understand why. It's so that when you get a good unique, you feel good about it. But it's actually, do I understand why? What if you just make uniques like, you know, unique drops and you're excited no matter what? The way GGG had always sort of looked at unique items was that it's supposed to be like build defining uniques. They're supposed to be very special items with stats that you wouldn't be able to get elsewhere. But that's kind of changed over time, you know. Sometimes it's not the case anymore. What's Headhunter? Headhunter is a very, very cool unique item. I think Potato's going to be the first one who get first one to get Headhunter. That'd be really cool. Not gonna lie, I think PoE is now stable. I fell asleep and I didn't DC. I think it's good now. But right now, I assume it's good because not as many people are playing. You know, everyone is asleep and stuff. Most of the unique are junk, but you have some good or some for some builds. Yeah, some of them, like the most uniques are junk, but are certain junky unique items that like only work for like 2 or 3 builds. But the fact that it only works for 2 or 3 builds means that like those builds kind of need those uniques, which like I appreciate, because that means, you know, you can build around a unique item. Being able to build around unique items is cool. So Headhunter, again, Headhunter makes it so that when you kill an enemy, a rare enemy, so a yellow monster, you gain all of its stats. And then you also like attack faster, do a little bit more damage. But the really cool one is you gain its stats for like 20 seconds. It is a very expensive unique. Very, very expensive. What should I do with my tree now? Preferably a little bit more bleed. I could start looking into... Okay. Boom, boom. We can grab this, grab some more life. Do I have the life notes over here? I don't. Maybe we take a herbalism first. What piece? What you got a gold rim yesterday, which is very good. It's 42 all resistances. That's a very, very good leveling item. You know, when people talk about what are some of the like optimal leveling items, leveling uniques, you know, we're talking gold rim, probably tabula. You know, those are probably the 2 big ones. Tabula gives you the damage from links, whereas gold rim gives you all the resistances, and that way you don't need to go out and find, you know, resistances on other pieces of gear. You get those 2 items and you're just set, and everything else can just be whatever. You don't need to pick up that many items, actually. If you want my Regal Orbs, I think I'm good. I think I'm good for now. I need a new weapon. That's what I need. You know, damage is starting to taper off a little bit. Admittedly, that's because I haven't upgraded any damage on my tree. So like I have the same damage and I haven't upgraded my weapon. So, you know, typically with spell builds, even as you level, your damage goes up. But with a lot of melee builds, your damage goes up, but not as significantly, right? So I'm just entirely relying on the fact that I was doing a lot of damage before and hoping that'll carry me. But I need a new weapon. So apparently the raccoon that I saw in my backyard yesterday, it was hanging on my tree. It was just like hanging out on my tree. It was like curled up in this little ball, and it was up there for like hours and hours and hours. I checked up on it at like, when did I first check on it? Like 3 p.m. and then it got dark and it was still there. It was like around like 8 p.m. So it was up there for like 5 hours, and we were like, yo, is it sick? Is it gonna die on our freaking tree? Because like when raccoons die, they go into rigor mortis and then they're stiff as a board, okay? And I'm like, I won't be able to get a raccoon off of my tree if it dies up there. It's just gonna be freaking stuck. But I think it was actually pregnant, because later on that night we saw like multiple heads pop out of that tree. We couldn't see clearly because it was so dark. And I checked this morning, and the raccoon seems to be gone. I need to do a... I haven't done it yet, but I need to walk around the backyard to see if it maybe like fell off the tree and died somewhere. I hope not. I'm really hoping that did not happen, but you know, I hear a lot of stories from my neighbors about that happening. Apparently, it's pretty common. All right, we got him.
The only love you had, Doreso, was for yourself.
I did Blood Aqueduct 8 times just to get levels, and guess how much carbs? Hey Sage, are you enjoying the league so far? I hope you didn't, you know, disconnect as much as everyone else did. Although I assume that the first couple days didn't go super smooth. Trash pandas, baby trash pandas. Yeah. Occasionally, you know, I see some baby trash pandas. I do not. I know everyone thinks they're cute. They look cute, but I don't. You know, I don't appreciate them that much. I see them too often, and you know, they have toxic poop, and like I would rather them not be on my yard. You know, they go through my garbage. They friggin' destroy everything.
I'm watching you.
They are a menace. Didn't play much. Had a lot of work. You know what? That's fair. Very fair. I think the league start, the first 2 days, it kind of curbed my my hype.
I'm watching you.
You know, I was all excited to play. I thought it wouldn't work that way, but I was very excited to play, and then, you know, the fact that I couldn't play meant I'm like, you know, oh, you know what? Maybe I'm not that excited, because I'll just step away, I'll come back, I'll play later, and maybe I didn't need to play. But no, I'm excited to be playing the new league. I'm excited to try out new builds, you know, more importantly.
Take this.
I'm going to mine a little bit. Wish me a lot of good items. Good luck. Go get them. I'm sure you'll get some cool stuff. Let's see. Ground Slam. I have faster attacks there. Greater Volley. Withering. Okay. So we could try to multi-strike Ground Slam and drop faster attacks. Get 4 red. So I use 2 skills to do a lot of damage. What are those skills, Potato? Oh shit. Oh shit. Couldn't get the right colors. Ooh, that's...
What is it, Exile?
Okay, we can fix this.
Go where you are needed.
We just do one of these. Yeah, okay, fixed. It's been fixed. I didn't think about the coloring. Should have thought about it a little bit more.
What do you need now?
Well, one is to decrease damage taken, others to increase enemy reduction or something? So yeah, I'm next gotta wake up earlier tomorrow. Have a good day ahead. You too, have a good day, Sage. Have a good night, man. I give 10... I'm good in chromes. I just threw an orb binding on this thing, you know? If you need sockets, I needed 4 reds. That's the nice benefit of having orb of binding, right? You just get like a white piece of armor item. And you just throw up an orb of binding. You get a 4 link, and chances are it's gonna be all 4 reds. And this was all to test, it was all to test frickin' multi-strike. I hope it doesn't fail me. Let's see. Okay, that's pretty cool. Now we're not gonna go back to faster attacks, we're just gonna do this. So multi-strike makes it so that
So this is what life nightmare looks like.
first repeat of supported skills deals 22% more damage, second repeat of skills deal 44% more damage. Okay. Why do we have this jewel in the stash? And how after we get it? Someone must have put it there. I don't know who. I'm assuming Lestat, maybe? I mean, we have a lot of people in the guild at this point. That item, I'm pretty sure, just drops randomly. So there's no... there might be a deterministic way of getting it, maybe through divination cards, but... Will volley work on ground slam? No, volley only works on projectile. Skills that have the projectile tag. So ground slam does not have the projectile tag. It is a AoE slam that is also an attack, and it's melee. So, you know, melee support gems will work on it, AoE support gems will work on it. But otherwise, that's about it. Alright, so we do need to look into ways of getting more attack speed. But I was thinking about the fact when Alan was saying, you know, you need more attack speed for Crimson Dance to work, but I would imagine that we don't need insane attack speed. Your bleeding does not deal extra damage while the enemy is moving. I mean, that kind of sucks.
Your pride demands restoration, challenger.
All right, let's do what level am I? Level 40. Let's do an actually, I don't need to. I don't need to do another ultimatum. Maybe I could if I wanted like a new weapon. And I kind of do, but I mean this weapon is not very good. Defeat waves of enemies. I mean, we can try.
Exceeds your grasp.
Let's see if we get something good. Yeah, our damage is not looking great. More wands. I don't want more wands, but cooldowns?
Fight the slowing of your own heart.
Oh god, my dash is now super slow. Go and get frenzy. Yeah, actually, frenzy charges would work very well here. Dread banner. Oh, that would be nice. What do I have right now? Let's cool down. Do Stormcaller.
Descends.
Ow. Ooh, Regals. I don't know if we should keep going, but
Lightning gives little warning.
this is probably where we die, huh? Ooh, yeah, yep. Yep, that's where we die.
You attempt my trials again.
That's okay. We got a lot of EXP from that, you know? I look at those items, I'm like, you know, they're cool and all, but I don't need them. The cooldown one is pretty bad. I didn't realize how bad it was. I'm actually quite reliant on dash. So not being able to dash through things was kind of rough. Good to know, you know? Better to learn these lessons ahead of time than later on. So it's the one where you don't do damage for 2 seconds every 8 seconds. Yeah, I also learned about that very quickly. You know, not being able to do damage 25% of the time really sucks. Especially on a build like yours, potato where you leech, not being able to leech for 25% of the time, like that is rough. I could have told you. I could have told myself. Let's be honest. Shouldn't have been that hard to figure out. For me, yeah, for you, you won't heal when you're not doing damage. You have to be very careful of things like being frozen. You know, just basically not being able to do any actions. A lot of the issues with like entirely leech builds is when you can't attack, you just can't leech. And that's why like degen effects are so bad as well. Because like say someone applies like a really strong poison on you that lasts for 5 seconds and then you kill the enemy in like 3 seconds. That means you, for the next 2 seconds, you're just gonna like slowly poison yourself without being able to leech any of it back. So you need to find ways to get rid of those status immunities. Bleeding, same thing. Bleeding, poison, corrupting blood, you know, all of those damage over time effects will affect you if you have nothing to leech off of afterwards. But yeah, if you don't do damage, you don't leech any life, naturally. Sinner.
You see what happens when you hunt.
All right,
Ranger.
all right. Just don't get wrecked by bleeding. Ow. You know, Malachi might be a problem. Maybe. Maybe a bit of a problem. Just because we're not doing that much damage.
Just earned yourself some bigger prey, Huntress.
I don't know. Maybe if we're just patient, we're gonna be fine. We just need to play it well. I feel like I've fought Malachi enough times that I kind of know the mechanics behind it, so hopefully we just don't get hit. That's gonna be the key to that fight. Just don't get hit, you know? Just don't take any damage. 5-link body armors are 10 chaos right now? Really? Why are they so cheap? Well, that's not that cheap. I only have like 2 chaos, admittedly. If any. I have 1 or 2 chaos right now.
I'm not up to that just yet.
I would assume that I'd be able to make it back pretty quickly, though. You bought one because you really needed one? Huh. Okay. Good to know. Okay. I mean, he's slowly dying. There we go. What's my chance to bleed right now? It's still not like super high, right? Because I feel like I'm not, yeah, 70% chance to bleed. So they're not bleeding all the time. I can't think about actually maybe using the Pride Aura for more physical damage. That would help. But right now, Herald of Ash is actually... It gives like a respectable amount of damage. Okay. There's another one. Not too bad.
We destroy so much beauty in our pursuit.
I did 2k damage with a 4-link and now I'm doing 4200. So it was, oh, that's a huge upgrade. Yeah, I mean, we're still at 500 DPS.
Your pride demands restoration.
Okay, I don't see a two-handed weapon. I'm skipping that thing. I need a new two-handed weapon. Two-handed axe, preferably. I don't know if I have to just like find an axe and throw an essence on it or something. I don't know what I... Like, my current axe is very good. It's gonna be hard to upgrade it unless the new base item is just like so much better. Ow. Okay. Why not Herald of Purity? Yeah, Herald of Purity is actually a good idea. It's actually probably a great idea, in fact. Herald of Ash was just, it's like a cooler looking skill, you know? A lot of my decisions are based on how cool it looks. Like Herald of Ash, you get the little, you know, overkill explosion thingies, the fire. But no, let's go get Herald of Purity. It's definitely the better decision.
Go with the spirit.
Herald. Okay, yeah, so that's the reason why I don't have Herald of Purity.
Remember to live.
I actually can't get it.
Travel far.
I guess that's why. It's just literally not available, so I guess we'll wait till like Act 6 to pick it up. We're not that far away. We're currently in Act 4, about to go into Act 5. Actually, there are a lot of different skill gems that, you know, basically I'm not using because the Ranger doesn't have access to it. I could have done the library quest, but I didn't want to waste my time. I was like, I'm sure I can get to Act 6 just fine without it. Like, I would love to get more of the war cries.
Now, Exile.
Die and be reborn.
Okay, so far so good. I mean, this is actually going pretty well. Okay. So first phase completed. I think. Do I need to hit him more? No, right? No. Is Regal Orb good? Regal Orb is good. Don't use it until probably when you're in maps. Regal Orbs turns a blue item into a yellow item and adds one more stat. It's typically used with people who are trying to craft certain things.
I've strived my whole life to make something better of the world, of myself.
Now, let us see if you truly understand what it means to be Nightmare.
You're probably not going to be using it anytime soon, I guess is what I'm trying to say with regards to Regal Orbs. It's useful sometimes if you use it on rings early on. Sometimes people do that. Rarely though, you know, you get 2 really good stats and then you add 1 more. But typically you end up replacing that gear. But people, you know, like in endgame, what you want to do is you get like 2 really good stats on your blue item, and then you hit it with a Regal and hope you hit like a 3rd really good stat. And then you like use some alternative crafting methods and fill out the other 3 stats. So it's mostly like a crafting. I mean, they're all crafting items, but mostly like an end game crafting item, I would say. I rarely see anybody using Regals in the first 10 acts. Okay. Herald of Purity, and I think it's Seismic Cry? Is that what's called? The one where you do more damage for each, like, exerted attack? Thank you, thank you. Okay, so the bleed is working, you know? He's slowly dying. Alright, we got him. Do you have melee fizz attack support? I do have melee fizz. Right now I have melee fizz and chance to bleed. So I have those.
You were going to put to death the world that I love.
What was the skill that absorbs a monster? It's a unique item. It's called Headhunter. It is worth a lot of money. You're probably not gonna get it. But if you do, let me know. I want to know. I want to see you get Headhunter.
Go where you are needed.
That'd be so cool.
What do you
Everybody here has like so much trouble getting one of those. Meanwhile, you're just like casually mapping. It's like doo-doo-doo. And you find yourself with a Headhunter. That'd be so cool. Okay, let's swap for this. Get a little bit more armor, and comes with a little bit of evasion as well. And then we also get some life. I would say that's a worthwhile upgrade. It's a belt. Yes, it is a belt. Seismic Cry, Herald of Purity. So we're gonna swap out Herald of Purity. Thank you, by the way, GameTop. And then we're gonna Seismic Cry here. Okay, so Seismic Cry. Exerted attacks deal 20% more damage per previous attack exerted by this Warcry. Exerted attacks deal 30% more damage. Exert the next 4 melee slam attacks you perform. Knocks back and interrupts enemies in a smaller area. Okay. This will work. This will definitely work. Can you get it from the altar thing? From the incursions? The temple, I believe so. Where you toss a belt and then get back another belt? I believe so. believe that'll work. You need Pulverize too, it gives you more AoE. Well, I don't want to focus too much on the AoE. Wait a second. Something's wrong. How come multi-strike isn't I mean, Ground Slam isn't getting exerted? I can't multi-strike. Oh. They never mentioned this. What? Look, if I have multi-strike, I cannot exert my attacks. Isn't that crazy? Nowhere does it say that. So I have to drop multi-strike to exert attacks. What? I didn't know that.
Pruning a branch can save a tree.
Okay, well, good to know. Maybe we'll toss on like faster attacks or something. I guess with multi-strike it'd be pretty OP.
I'm not up to that just
Like, I was kind of worried. Multi-strike basically makes you attack 3 times, and then this Warcry exerts 3 times. And multi-strike makes it so that your third attack deals 44% more. So you could stack the 44% more with like whatever this is. 60% more. I thought you could do that. And that would have been super cool, but okay. I mean, I don't want to attack this slow. So maybe we'll go back to using faster attacks for a bit. Why not use crit strike support? I don't have enough crit strike chance. And I'm a bleed build, so the critical, it doesn't affect bleed. So it's not very good here. It's basically a wasted slot. You don't actually get enough damage out of it. Yeah, I definitely need to think about how to build up my attack speed, because I can't even get 10 charges of Gathering Winds. Okay. Some more things probably I'm gonna need to think about. It's not necessarily a bad thing though, just more problems that we have to deal with. You know, we need to find more solutions. What's Gathering Winds? So my ascendancy is the Deadeye, and the Gathering Winds skill on my Deadeye allows me to get Tailwind, and Tailwind gives me 8% more action speed. And every time I use any skill, I get a charge of Gale Force, and it stacks up to 10 charges. Anytime I use any skill, I get Gale Force for 4 seconds. But right now, and Gale Force gives me 15% increased effective Tailwind. So once I have 10 charges of Gale Force, I get 150% increased effective Tailwind. So instead of 8% increased action speed, it becomes like 20, right? Wait, no, not 20. 10%. Yeah, 150%. So yeah, 20% more action speed, which is huge. But it requires me to actually build up those charges, and that's actually kind of hard to do right now because I don't hit fast enough. How do I get ascendancies? So you have to do those labs. You have to do the trials of ascendancy, and once you get once you have 6 ascendancies, you go to Act 3, and in the Sarn encampment over here, there's a Aspirant's Plaza, and it'll tell you which trials you're missing. There's 1 trial in Act 1, 2 in Act 2, and 3 in Act 3. And you can Google where those are. They're in different zones. And then, and yeah, once you get those trials completed, you can do the lab. And once you complete the lab, you get 2 points for your ascendancy. There are 8 points in total, so there are 4 labs in total. There's one in the first 3 acts, there's another one in the next 3 acts, another one in the following 3 acts or 4 acts, and then another one in maps, which is the end game lab. So you'll slowly get more ascendancy points as you play. Wait, one in Act 1, it's in prison. Yeah, it's in prison. So the one in Act 1 is in lower prison over here. And then the ones in Act 2 is in Chamber of Sins and the Crypt. For Act 3, it's in the Crematorium, the Catacombs, and the Imperial Gardens. That's where all the ascendancies are at, or the trials for the first lab.
For freedom.
Ooh, it's pretty good. Oh, nice. Now I'm at 75 to all resistances. That's huge.
Vengeance for freedom.
I should think about what I want my last support gem to be. I have a red one? I suppose for now I could toss something with physical damage, I think. Is there Ruthless? Hello, hey Insane, how's it going, man? I got 2 in Act 2, I just forgot where there was 1 in prison. Yeah. Ah, man, Rangers just have terrible melee support gem stuff. I guess I'll use Added Fire.
Be well.
Preferably, I would want, like, something maybe ailment-based. Maybe, like, a green gem wouldn't be bad. But I don't have crazy good chance to bleed right now, though. I don't know. Oh, this is definitely a lot more damage, though. Yeah, I'm starting to wonder whether the War Cry is suitable for something. Actually, it would work. Especially with something like Vol Ground Slam. Oh no, you can't. Seismic Cry doesn't even support the Vol skill, so... Maybe it's not that good here. Maybe we go back to multi-strike. Oh my god, these guys hit hard. Oh, stone circles conquered, no wonder.
I'm not up to that just yet.
I wasn't reading again. Okay,
The flames race towards you.
okay, our damage is really starting to fall off. Like, I'm just gonna take the rewards. I'm not even hitting these guys. I'm basically doing nothing. I need to find some damage, like ASAP. 57 to 85. Maybe I can just like alch this. No, it's already blue. I don't know what to do. We're gonna need a new weapon. I don't think you need it. Yeah, I don't know if I need Seismic Cry because it doesn't work with multi-strike. It doesn't work with my Vol skills. You know, it really is more suitable to like slower hitting skills. I think we're gonna drop Seismic Cry, and you know, there are plenty of other war cries we can. Enduring Cry is much better, I agree. Well, originally I was thinking like, wow, Seismic Cry, you exert all your attacks and then you use a Vol Ground Slam. Vol Ground Slam got buffed, now it's like 400% damage. But first of all, it doesn't even work on Vol Ground Slam, so, you know, that's not gonna work at all. We will figure this out. Definitely frenzy charges will help a lot. Like, for sure in the late game we want something like Poacher's Mark on hit, right? Like, that'll be huge. On a Poacher's Mark on hit on a ring.
I'm not up to that just yet.
And it also, like, just synergizes very well with Deadeye. Because Deadeye makes it so that, you know, nearby monsters, near marks, do less damage. So it's gonna help with our defenses. Okay. He still ends up taking a lot of damage. I mean, we don't exert anymore. Actually, probably what we would want is like... Obviously, Enduring Cry would be good. Intimidating Cry wouldn't be bad either. What did Intimidating Cry do again? It like lowers their physical reduction or something, right? But maybe Warcry is just is not the way to go here. You know what? Just having one Warcry, it kind of simplifies. You know, it's like a game of chess where you sacrifice some pieces. Like, we're simplifying the problem. Because before I was considering not getting that keystone, which made Warcries instant. Just so I could run like multiple Warcries. But now, you know, you can just, you know, have your Enduring Cry on left click and just call it a day. What was it? Call to Arms? I was considering not getting Call to Arms.
A better performance.
And like investing a decent amount into Warcries. Now I don't need to, I can save all of those points, which might actually be a good thing. Can put those points into other places.
I'm not up to that just
Okay. Whoop whoop, what up Emnix? Hey Sasha. How's PoE going? I'm having a lot of fun. I mean, it's a lot of fun when you're not getting disconnected constantly. Bull. But I'm just running a short stream before. I wanted to play a little bit, but I didn't want to be like, I didn't want to do it off stream. But I'm gonna be having lunch soon, so this is a very short one. Just kind of wanted to say hi to everyone, you know, show off the progress that we've made so far. I heard the memes stopped on day 2. Yeah, the memes have officially stopped from my understanding. Who knows though? Still can't be entirely sure. Okay, so we want to go like boop, 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 boop. Boop, 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 boop. Or maybe boop, 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 boop. 1, 2. No. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, let's start getting some more damage nodes because damage it's hurting. How far into the game are you? How many deaths? Okay. I am currently in Act 5. I have died a few times, but and this is a bit of like a this is a bit of a cop-out, okay? The caveat to all of this is I kind of wanted to die. Basically, I feel like the way you do ultimatums is you keep fighting until you think you can't fight anymore, and then you stop. But I basically, early game, I took ultimatums as just like an easy way to get experience. So I would keep doing them until they killed me, because more and more packs spawn, right? And eventually you get overwhelmed if you don't have enough damage / AoE. And I didn't care, I just let it keep going, and that way I could fight as many packs as possible and get EXP. So I think I've died a few times now. I've died 6 times. Basically, was it all to ultimatums? Maybe I died a couple times elsewhere, but mostly to like ultimatums. Basically, I just kept pushing it. I didn't care. if a target is corrupted, how do I change it so I can add modifiers? You can't. Once it's corrupted, it's mostly unchangeable. You can change like the sockets and links on the crafting bench, and they also added ways for you to add anointments to amulets on a corrupted item, but basically that's not what you're asking. You're asking how to like add stats or change colors and stuff, I think. And at this stage it's too expensive to do. So if you find a corrupted item, you're pretty much, it is what it is. You know, you get what you get, you don't get upset. I played some more Outriders with a friend today. We got to the highest challenge tier. I'm doing 100 million with my Earthquake build. Dude, we basically have the Earthquake bleed. We have the same build, man. That's so cool. I thought Outriders is like mostly a shooting game. Kind of sounds like you have a melee build.
Go for at least the third round this time.
You could go melee? Oh, that's so cool. You know, I wanted to play Outriders, but I was kind of concerned. I'm like, what if I get too into it? And then I don't want to play PoE anymore. That was the fear. But you know what? I should have thought about it and be like, are you kidding me? There's no way I would just like, when PoE League starts, I'd be like, not that interested, I'd rather play Outriders.
Can you feel death coiling around your heart?
But it looked like a really cool game. I've played a lot of games like it. I played like Division, I think. I played a lot of Division. So the problem with Division was it started getting like a little bit too repetitive. And the items weren't like very good. Or like the itemization of the game wasn't good. I was concerned like, you know, Outriders would have been like it. But from what I hear, there's quite a bit of like item diversity and build diversity in the game. Which I thought was really cool. They had a lot of technical difficulties in the beginning. Oh. You need help?
Those are just so hard. I keep having...
Okay, I can take care of it in a bit. You are? Okay, I'm gonna finish the stream in a bit. My wife's making banana bread, guys. You can't freaking say no to banana bread.
Fire seeks what it will.
All right. Greet her from chat? No. My wife does not enjoy being on stream. Yes, you can. A sub is better. You can use the sub and buy. Guys, think about how many banana breads we could have.
The safe choice.
Alright, I want these orbs of binding. I'm supposed to go off for lunch anyways. I woke up a little bit earlier today and I'm like, you know what? Nobody's awake yet. You know, it's actually a good chance to get some gaming done. But it's a very nice day. I kind of want to go outside, you know, take a walk. Do outside things, do outdoorsy things. I've been trying to work on the balance, you know? This gaming balance and then, you know, just like real life balance. Balance in all things, guys. So we're doing it the Thanos way. So we're gonna play a little bit, maybe kill innocents and then get the waypoint to probably won't be able to get Katava today, or at least in this stream. And then I'm gonna go off and have lunch. So maybe we got another 20 minutes in us. Being a family man, you know, that's basically the biggest difference I noticed in my life when I got married. You know, it's just like you gotta. You can't play as much anymore. It just doesn't work that way. Killing the innocents? We are killing the innocents. Like, I used to be able to sit on my butt and play for like 8 hours straight. And then, you know, there's the age thing as well. You know, it comes with being a boomer. Which is like, I sit for like an hour and I start thinking about other stuff. Ooh, this could be good. No, it's not. You see a unique item, you think it's gonna be good, you ID it, you look at the damage and you go, oh wow, my current weapon's actually still better. Okay, well. It is what it is. I'm happy with my family. No, I'm, you know, same here. But I find that, especially during league starts, I go like way too hard. Like last league, I was playing something close to like 6 hours a day. You know, streams were going to 8 hours, like super late into the night. Gotta find that balance, man. Boomer life? Yeah, I am living the boomer life. I like it though. I actually kind of like the boomer life, guys. I think for those of you who have not reached that level yet, you're gonna enjoy it, man. There's a level of stability here. You know? You get into a bit of a routine. You get to do like all of your favorite things. And not have to worry about, you know, like what's my future gonna be like? I like it, guys. I like it. Why are you not doing the crafting recipes for physical damage? Get some 4-link white 2-hand. That is very smart. I didn't think of that. Wait, do I even have like craft? Huh. There's an open prefix. Hold on. I enjoy my 11 p.m. to midnight bedtime. Okay.
We do this for
I did something real old manish yesterday. I won't call it boomerish, but I did something real old manish yesterday. I went to bed at 10
remember.
p.m.
We do this for freedom.
and I woke up at 10 a.m. Actually, you know, a boomerish way to do it would be go to bed at 10 p.m. wake up at like 5 a.m. right? But I slept for like 12 hours and I feel great, guys. Selling crafting recipes? Like I feel amazing today. You know, normally I really not getting much sleep. Apparently this is a common thing where people feel like they don't. Like I do feel this sometimes where it's like I feel like I didn't accomplish enough throughout the day and I try to make up for it at night. Right? Gaming, you know, is the whatever, working. And then yesterday I was just like, you know what? Fuck it. You know, I feel tired. Let's just go to bed. And it felt freaking amazing. I don't think I'm gonna do it all the time. But every now and then, just like, it's like a detox, man. A sleep detox.
For freedom,
Felt great. It felt so good.
vengeance will be ours.
I feel so called out. How you think I made all the garlic streams? I usually wake up around 5 to 6 a.m. I mean, I stay, like, when we play with garlic, I stay up till like 5 or 6 a.m. But it's fun though, you know? That's the reason you do it in the first place, because it's fun. But sometimes, you know, I gotta think about my own freaking well-being. You know, these days when I play League with her, we play maybe 1 or 2 games. They keep going. They go late, and I stop maybe at like 12:30, 1 a.m. Okay, the crafting bench. I wanted to try out the crafting bench. Zoomer Emnix. You know, they're maybe a little bit. Okay. How much physical damage can I add? That is not an insignificant amount. That is not an insignificant amount. Do I have enough whetstones? No, I don't want to waste my whetstones. Okay, this is fine. Okay, that's actually a lot of damage. Just on my existing weapon? Like, it already has like 3 damage mods, attack speed, and crits chance. Like, this is a really good axe. I had it since like what, Act 2? Maybe, no, beginning of Act 3, and I haven't changed it since. I can't find an upgrade. It's just that friggin' good.
The world must be cleansed
I'm not
of
up to that just
impurity.
yet.
Like, look at that.
Kneel! I am the Emperor.
Kind of wish I attacked faster though. You know, this attack speed thing might there might be some soundness to that reasoning. Okay, this is looking pretty good. Typically, Innocence is like, he's the noob killer, man. Did I just stun him out of his cast? Hold on, let me try that again. When he starts his beam, we're gonna try and do like a ball ground slam and see if we can stun him. Okay, okay. Wait, no, I thought he was gonna do his beam. Yeah, we can totally, like, stun him out of his beam. That's so cool. You can stun bosses if you have a high chance to stun on melee? I haven't played a stun build in so long that I don't really understand the mechanics anymore. Nice. Okay, so this fight is actually gonna be... Well, it's already really easy. But it's gonna be even easier than I thought. We just freaking stun him from casting. Okay, this one is kind of rough. You gotta try and dodge this. Binding of Isaac style. Ow. Alrighty, we got him. Poggies.
Innocence,
Anything good here? 44 to 128.
and only you I shall save.
Huh. And then you add... I don't know. That's a lot of currency. I was thinking about crafting more stuff again, but
I'm not up to that just
maybe
yet.
when we find like a really good weapon that only needs 1 or 2 more mods. Well played. Thank you. Thank you. I really like these are the kinds of builds that I like playing. The ones where maybe you don't do an insane amount of damage, but there are like cool mechanics around it, like being able to stun every now and then. That's pretty cool. And just like being tanky enough that you don't freaking get one-shotted by everything. Now obviously we're still leveling, and in the late game things could change very quickly. But just not dying consistently is keeps me motivated, you know? Dying all the time, just like, it brings me down. The shoulders get slumped. You can see when people get like demotivated, right? Like start looking down all the time. Their voices start going. Oh, they die. Oh, I don't care. Whatever. I'm freaking lost anyways. You know, like when I die all the time, I do get into that kind of like negative spiral. So I need to play a character that keeps my mentality high. And something that's like a little bit tankier, it suits me. It suits me. I've come to that realization. I don't need the damage. I'll fight something for 20 minutes if I have to. Although, okay, no, don't quote me on that. I don't actually want to fight a freaking boss for 20 minutes. That was also a bit of a nightmare. When we were playing the Wander and literally fighting bosses for like 15 to 20 minutes. Like an entire YouTube video just consisted of me getting to the boss and then fighting him. And I'm like, well, guys, it's been 40 minutes and see you guys next time. ZTPS 20-minute fights. Yeah, it was actually happening. Like their HP bar wasn't even moving. I was questioning whether they were ever gonna die. You can stun, shock, and bleed poison lock, but you can't freeze lock. I don't know why. Oh, you can't freeze lock people? Thought you could. I think the way you do it is you freeze like, you use like some kind of freeze proliferation, and then you freeze some crappy wipe mob nearby, and you just keep freezing him over and over. And somebody else, it's like you probably have to do it in a party, and then somebody else like you can freeze lock a white mob, and you use a little bit of elemental proliferation. And then somebody else can do single target damage on the boss. That'd be cool. Not all the bosses? For a while, long time ago, they put immunities. Like, cannot be frozen, cannot be chilled, cannot be anything. But now they just made certain bosses, like, really, really resistant to them, right? I actually don't know how it works anymore. I tried it once, like, many, many years ago. And I never tried to do like a stun lock, freeze lock build again because it's too hard. What the? He has 2 forms? There we go.
I'm not up to that just yet.
All right, grab the waypoint. So we can probably call it right here. I'm actually having a lot of fun. I'm having a lot of fun. Haven't played Ground Slam in like ages.
We do this for free.
Oh, and we can get this rapid expansion. With at least 40 strength and radius, Ground Slam has a 35% chance to grant an endurance charge when you stun an enemy with at least 40 strength and radius. Ground Slam has 50% increased angle. And we can get 2 of these. Unfortunately, I can only get 1 so far, but hopefully I'll pick another one up later. We're gonna slot it probably into here. Right? Yeah. And the other one will probably either go over here or over here. I don't even know if I need 2. 100% increased angle? That'd be really cool. I think what that means is you get like a stupid amount of AoE.
Yes.
So I'm actually really excited about that. There's a lot of things to look forward to next time around, I think.
Remember, we
Are there any other quests? Okay, so let's start getting this jewel socket. Oh, I can hear my wife using the KitchenAid. I'm super excited for some of that banana bread. So I'm gonna go off and have some lunch. But thank you guys very much for tuning in. And that was a super short one. Really, it was just, you know, I wanted to play a little bit and wanted to do it on stream. You know, didn't want to do it off stream. So thank you guys very much for tuning in. Thank you guys very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. Enjoy your bread. Thanks, guys. Have a good afternoon, guys, or have a good evening for some of you. Bye. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.